Good morning, friends. This is Pamela from Too Few Acres. I'm going down some steps, trying to pay attention to what I'm not doing. So this is the property. This is the back. There's Peanut. I got Mocha in here with her because of the birds of prey. I don't want them to scoop up my little Peanut. So this is the property. This is the backyard. And what we're doing is taking down all these, or we had taken down all these trees for a few reasons. One, they were dangerous. They're all really shallow rooted. If I come up here a little bit, we're on a mountain, so we have a pretty good sized hill here. But you can see that one right there. That kind of tells you it's shallow rooted. This right here, that was a stump. That's shallow rooted. So a good wind could knock some of these trees over, and they were pretty good sized trees. You can see how tall. I mean, and those are small ones compared to the ones that were closer to the house, like right in here. And then the other reason is insurance purposes. They wanted us to get rid of some of these trees. And then the other reason is because my husband is gonna tear up a garden, do it in tiers. So we'll have like a few levels of gardening up here. And then the property goes way back there, and that's all flat at the top there. I tried to get my daughter to come with us because I didn't want her left behind, but she made the decision to stay there, you know, for her kids, and I understand that. But I do hope she visits. And we didn't want to leave our other house because we put a lot of work into it, you know, into the yard and the house and everything. But my husband's company just got sold to some people, and they're not managing the company correctly, not paying their bills. The utilities were getting shut off, and they'd have to get it turned back on. Paychecks were being bounced. It was just something that my husband didn't want. He sees the death rattle of the company. Once it got sold to the people, he sold them to financial people that do financial stuff for other people, and they're one of the worst ones. And they were absentee landlords, basically. They never showed up at the company. They never, you know, it's their company. You would think they'd want to be there, but they didn't. So my husband got a job offer here, and he has to go where the money is. The type of work he does, he has to, you know, sometimes has to leave state. He told him that he wants to retire there at the company, so he's going to give him another 20 years. I mean, that's, you know, 12 to 20. That's what he said. You know, we'll, I guess, retire and die here. So over here is blueberries. Actually, they're mulberries. Right here, all that, just full of that. So that's why I haven't mowed that down, because that is just all berries. So I'll be able to do mulberry jam or blackberry jam. And then of course this is our driveway. It goes way out there. And look, trees. That's our front. And all this, you know, the wooded areas are ours too. We're talking about cutting some of those down to extend our land, but we'll see. I mean, I kind of like it like that because it keeps the neighbors that are on the other side over there from being able to see our property. It kind of gives us a barrier, a wind barrier, and a, you know, privacy barrier. And then not long after we got here, my husband got me a prickly pear, so I got that planted there. And you can see the hills. I mean, we're on a mountain, so we're not going to have flat land. So we have to adapt to the land to make it easier for us. And we got our elephant ears planted here. And then this is our porch. I did say I was going to do a video, but my husband told me, because we've been going through this heat dome, that I wasn't to be out of the area that wasn't shaded, and you can see no shade. So haven't been able to do really anything on the property. Me myself, I haven't, but Mocha's not happy. She's not used to being locked up in the cage, but I just didn't want Peanut, who is right there. She's so cute. The little peanut butter. I didn't want her out here by herself. We have eagles and we have other birds of prey, so I'm not too worried about the ground stuff, because even if Mocha's running loose, she could get here in time. I'm more worried about the ones that are in the air. My homemade clothesline, you can see it right there. Just until we get another one. It works. And then my husband got that, called a solar shield, something like that. It just basically keeps the sun off us. And it also, at night, can light up if you hit the button. And then I have my plants out here. The Meyer lemon tree is doing fabulous. Let me go up here and show you. That's two. There's Sammy. Happy birthday, Sammy. My birthday girl. Let me let her in real quick. She's 16. Okay. You can see this. But the Meyer lemon tree is doing great. You can see. I didn't get any lemons this year. I didn't expect to get lemons this year because of the stress of the move. We had to uproot it, wrap it in a trash bag, unscented, one of those unscented ones, and the root ball in a trash bag, and then carry it with us. And then as soon as we got here, it got replanted. But I think the stress from the move didn't allow the plant to fruit, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. It takes 9 months anyways for those things to fruit, so I'm not worried about it. And then here's some of my other plants I brought outside. I'm working with my Jew. This other Jew, it wasn't doing the greatest when it got here. But nobody knows your plants like you do. You know what they're saying to you. You know when they're saying, I need water, or I need misted, or I need more sunlight. So. And then the purple queen's over there. these string of hearts. It was a lot longer, but it was in a knot. I mean, the knot literally was just knotted like right here, and I just couldn't. Every time I was trying to unknot it, it kept breaking off, so I just clipped it, which is fine. It'll grow back. This is a quick update of the property. You kind of got a little bit better view of the stuff up there, but we plan on putting a greenhouse up there on the hill and tearing up the garden. It's going to be raised beds, and my husband's going to put a retaining wall in, and then he's going to level it out, and then he's going to put another retaining wall in and level it out, and then put stone all in it, and he's going to turn that into a garden up there. Gets a lot of good sun, and we can definitely do some gardening again. I just wish that we could get it going. I mean, I miss putting my hands in dirt. I miss producing food for the table, and sometimes when I have too much of the stuff, I like giving it away. And then over here by where the trailer is, let's see if I can get in here. Right over there where the trailer is, we plan on putting a chicken coop. And then right over in there is where we're going to put the goats. And then up there, we're going to put I think we're going to put a steer up there, and then a couple of hogs. And we're going to utilize all this property out here. There is rattlesnakes here. There's copperheads. There's cottonmouth moccasins. The rattlesnakes are eastern diamondback. There's eagles. They said, what I read, there's golden eagles, and then there's bald eagles. And then there's, of course, other birds of prey, and like hawks and things. But that's about it, friends. That is our property. And as we continue right now, we're on a hold. We're just paying off our credit cards and stuff. And once we get that stuff paid off and we kind of build back up in the account, we'll get an excavator out here and get all those stumps out. I don't think it's going to take much. I mean, you wrap a chain around it on a wet, soggy ground and pull it with a truck, and I bet you can pull those right out. All those stumps. They are very, very shallow rooted. But that's it, friends. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video of the update of our move. It wasn't easy, but we did it. And the update of the property. I did show you the inside of the house. That was the gem. This is going to be the hard work. But like everything, if you don't work hard on it, then it wasn't worth trying. Friends, well, if you're new here, I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe for more videos to come. And if you're not new here, howdy, howdy, howdy. I hope you're having a blessed day. And I will talk to you all on the next video. Bye, friends. Am I being summoned? Huh? You're so cute.